about. They will be only 2 days here. I believe, Mohammed. I believe, and dear colleagues, please pay attention over here. Look here, please. I want your names. I want your names left in our website forever. What I mean? I mean, we have such a rule. We give the order for the students for self-education, and we given the time for you for that. Because you may be seated long for this in this place, but we will give you additional extra time for self-education. In which mode? One of the modes for self-education is to have surfing in YouTube, in internet, to find interesting links which will be really interest our students for future. And we have such a rule. These links will be put to the folder for the students with your names. Okay. So could you please show how it works? And you have very short time, 2 days. But I believe together with Mohammed, so you will left your links over there. Please explain how it works and show it.
Dear students, as we spoke during the morning with you, we have our SciTV site, SciTV.net. You enter inside, you check English, we have English and we have Russian for you and the English students. You just here, British, we have English. You have the...
May I just interrupt you? So Russian version is maybe now in Russian language. It's maybe 10 times more information than in English. In English, I'm sorry, but in English we have many interviews I recorded been abroad in English, talking with professors, with prominent researchers, so I do it in English. Some materials which we recorded in Russian were translated to English language, and that's why when you will press English, you will see maybe 20% of data only in English. Your education is in English language. So, but you are absolutely fluent, I know it, in Russian language. That's why please take care to switch on the Russian, and you will receive extra information. So we day after day translate more and more data, but it requires time. It requires the time. Please.
Yeah, you can enter inside TV.net. You have found here all video, articles, gallery, and experience. The video is as the professor that's collected by him, and he have a conference, some people, and record the videos of professors or people working with medicine.
Thank you for joining this project, because not only Professor Mohammed interviewed the Arabic professor in Fujairah. He just really followed this example. I just invite you to visit his interview with Arabic professor, and thank you for following this.
If you have put here students, you did for yourself, for example, the subjects in oncology, you have department for 10 days or 8 days. All the subjects include gynecology, urology, and we have hidden neck, also junior oncology. We have
all themes, all themes
the subjects. Yes. You have here the name of the videos, the link that's supposed to be, and the authors. For example, when you have collect some videos, you bring, as I told you in the morning, you bring it tomorrow. We'll edit, that's not recorded, we'll edit and be in the site and by your authors. And in the future, when you come here, if you use time, you just click here and you found the video. It's easy, that's for your education. This is a way, as all of you know, in the internet and YouTube, a big library of medicine and knowledge. So we will ask you, we have free time to collect these videos, bring it to us, we'll add it in our SciTV.net, and will be in our channel. That's all the time you can use it in your practice in medicine. I'll be memory for you in the future, after many years in your country, to enter SciTV.net, find your name written there in the videos.
May I just please return, come back for the and to show all the content of this. You see, it is for all themes, all the lessons which we have with you, and I believe that self-education. What does it mean? First, to add additional link, it's necessary to check which exists and if it should not be repeat of the previous link. If it is here, somebody of you, first it means that you should work with materials which were prepared with your previous students, with your colleagues, and after that to find something new, propose to Mohammed, and it will be of course put to these pages. Well, please.
Yeah, this is for this page, and I told you SciTV channel. You can enter also SciTV channels.net. I'll show you now. This is sorry, this site TV channel. That's why I use it. Videos, all the videos we have in English and Russian. Also, we have possibility, if you video in Russian, you can translate it in YouTube. There's the function that change the structure of the words. You know about it.
I told you, this is our new stars. Please press this button. So, I like to show. Columbia Pictures shows. Ujjaira operates 2 weeks before.
And you like to say a few words to the channel, to identification of the people.
He looks like professional. You may follow these examples, please.
I'm much pleasure to meet you here in Blyzhnia. I thank you also in name of Deaprtment to your attending in the group.
I believe it is really very important when the president of Arabic Medical Society is a great figure, you should understand it. Give the interview for our assistant, for our previous students, now the doctor and your teacher. It is really great honor, great importance. And Mohammed, I'd like to say it is good example that you are brave, you are a brave guy, you are a brave man. Some people even afraid to come for the stars and to say, could you give us the interview? So he received permittance, here they were agreed to do it, and it is very important. So we just will not show totally. You see, this is the short video, so because we know when it will be really very long, it's difficult in YouTube to download it, to see. That's why we normally try to create them not too long to be short. So, and come back once again. Okay, well, once again, if the name of the project, this presentation is in Russian, it means this presentation is in Russian. So, if for example, let's say this presentation, stop this. So, you see, I want you listen just now together with me this presentation from Doug Atkins. It's great honor for me was 1 month before in Vienna, in Austria. We had meeting, and this is the prominent professor from United States, Doug Atkins, from St. Louis, from George Washington University. I interviewed him, and he agreed to be interviewed with me. So it takes near 6 minutes. The start of this talk I'd like to show you, and I believe that you will see it too, because it is very interesting idea of prominent researcher and prominent professor, the idea how to follow and what is the relation for clinical trials for the modern treatment, let's say in the United States, the leading country in this direction worldwide. So could you please switch it on?
English, yeah?
Yes, of course, English.
Hello to everybody. Now we are sitting.
Working very simply. This cell phone, put here, press record, and we do it.
Head and neck cancer treatment, and it's great honor for me now together with me is sitting and he's the professor of the University from St. Louis, George Washington University, etc. Thank you so much for this opportunity to interview you. May I ask you some questions first of all? Absolutely, sure. It's really great honor to meet here the prominent professor from the United States. We are absolutely well known about your medical experience, but for our students and for our patients, would you please shortly describe your work in oncology? How you came to oncology and your experience?
I did my fellowship training at the University of Texas, San Antonio, completed that in 1992, and have been in St. Louis at Washington University since that time. And very interest in head and neck, which is a pretty common cancer. Mostly it's leukocytic cancer, but also due to the virus and other causes. So that's my focus. I see about 180 patients a year, strictly caring for patients with that disease.
Very easy to have the question.
another innovation is very important. So, could you please raise your hands? Who is aware, who knows about the possibility to show the subtitles of the presentation at the screen immediately? Who knows about this possibility? Patrick as well. So, and you, maybe 50%, 40% knows. We just want to show. You know, it became just now. Mohammed will demonstrate. I believe it is really one of real breakthrough which happened within the last half year. It's now possible to show the subtitles. It 95% if you speak not so quickly, you are pronounced clearly. So it will be, and if it is good English or any language. So it permits translation. Seems for near all main languages worldwide, it is possible to show the subtitles, and by other side, it is possible to ensure the translation. Of course, it is not so sophisticated, or maybe not 100%, but in general, it works. Just now, Mohammed will demonstrate to you. Please explain how it works. I like you first show, you just do it, and translation at the same time, please. Well, please come.
I just started, I show it. Okay, you just tell me the setting, the videos. Can you hear? I find that the subtitle, you check here and change the translation, for example, and choose the language. You use English, for example, I put English now. If you like to be Arabic language, you check here and you check Arabic, or is Arabic, and you have it in Arabic, so they can speak and read it. For example, I don't know Chinese or Japanese, I can put in Russian or English and understand what they say. It's easy. Maybe sometimes the translation will not be clear, but so this nearly to the speaker's presentation.
You will understand the ideas which they provide. Is it right?
So we just represent the life of today. Yesterday, we were the key speaker in this item, in this topic, and one question.
I'm sorry. Could you please turn on the Russian, because I don't understand Arabic, and but you understand many of you Arabic, but most of you knows Russian more and less. So. You see, you may select any one, RS, Russian, Ukrainian, Russian, RS, this one. Okay, so let's see. Sometimes it is for smile, but it is.
Are you tightly involved in this process, and for which period of time?
So throughout my career, I've been very focused on supporting the clinical trials, not only in providing trial availability to our patients from external programs, other universities, pharmaceutical companies, but also writing clinical trials myself, investigator-initiated trials. And every patient that I see is offered the opportunity to participate in the clinical trial, because they usually build on the basic options we have with patients. Standard of care. We're trying to offer them the standard of care plus potential advantage in getting an adjuvant to their cancer.
No, thank you so much.
Well, I want to show. You see, of course, it's not 100% correct, but when you hear it in English and when you look to translation in Russian, I believe it will much better for you to maybe to improve your preparation and your knowledge of foreign languages. Is it right? That's why I believe that after today, all of you will be informed about that. If something is not clear, could you explain? It is really a very good invention which was provided with IT companies. And so last year, Patrick, I am correct, we could not show it, but it now works. It now works. Wow. So, Mohammed, I don't understand. What is it?
No, his name is Patrick. Patrick, not Patrick.
Patrick?
No, Patrick.
Frederick. I'm sorry. Frederick. But that guy was absolutely the same. Frederick. Thank you for that. Thank you. Wow. Okay. Well, So what else? Just the gate come back. Mohammed, could you please just explain about the about what? About the subscribing for the channel? Yes, yes. I will listen. I don't know. They subscribe me. They subscribe me for this channel. I don't know. Well, could you please show?
You'd like to speak.
Okay.
What's your name?
That's
What's your name?
perfect. Are you friendly? No.
Say what's your name and explain how to subscribe.
Okay, my name is Abraham. As your
Abraham.
Yeah. 6th course medical student from the Dnipropetrovsk Medical Academy. And to subscribe to this site, all you just have to do is log into YouTube, and then go to site TV. Once you open the site, it will give you some links to the video, and once you open the video, then you can see subscribe, and in Russian that's подписаться. Yeah, and then you just click on it, and then you're being added to the subscription list. And anytime new videos come up, each time you go into YouTube, you get to see new updates and get news about new videos from the site. Okay, all right, thank you.
So,
Yes.
is it clear? Yes, it is clear. Have you any more questions for Barbara? I have one question. Could you please send greeting for your parents and some words from where you are from which country?
From Nigeria.
From Nigeria. It's far from here, you know, but are they able to see you, for example, this evening, which we will present this material? What will it be?
Yeah, I think they'll be with you. All right, a little more than that. Good.
Thank you so much. Yes, please, feel free. That's very good. I just want even to present this one, especially for you.
Hello, colleagues. I'm Comfort Udu, final year medical student in Dnipropetrovsk Medical Academy, Ukraine. And this is a wonderful innovation to help with the students and the patients, because especially for the patients, when burdened with disease, they need to know what they have to know about their condition. And sometimes there's lots of information out there, but sometimes it's pretty confusing. But if the department should narrow down and give them specific, it helps them to understand what their treatment is all about and what they should expect. And for us students, it's absolutely good that our teachers have taken the pains to gather information for us where we can interact. Maybe you watch a video and you have a question, you can put it out for a teacher to see it and answer it. And then maybe Dr. Abraham understands better than me. He can give a comment when I come to watch a video, and then I get the information of what he thought from the video. I think it's absolutely good.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your opinion. Feel free. It is free tribute, and you may talk with them because we really believe when these students are speaking, it is very important, and we will be happy to listen. Okay.
Good morning, dear colleagues. I'm Rebecca Alamo. I'm a student in Medical Academy. I'm from Ethiopia, and I'm studying in my final year of medicine. We're here in Oncology department, and I really recommend the work that has been done in this department. You can see great technology and great leadership at work in this department. And I want to thank the professor for his efforts and his dedication to see that everything in this department is going well. And I believe that each of us are having a wonderful learning experience in this department. And as we can see, we have the Site TV, which is a project of the Oncology department, which is a site where they upload different videos. And as we know that the internet is a great place to study, and personally, I prefer watching videos, and to know that there's a site where you can just go to learn about oncology is very encouraging. And I want to say thank you again to our professor and to our teacher, and thank you all for
coming.
All right, colleagues, let's put it in simple words, I'm going to talk about something we experienced today, which is the testing method. This method that's provided thankfully by the professor here and the department, which is the first experience that we've had. This concept of writing tests, which is online testing, if we may call it, which was great actually, and a new experience for all of us, since this is the only department that provides such method. We wrote the test online. The department provides Wi-Fi for everybody, and then you just log in on the site, and you find your test there on your iPhone, on your smartphone, whatever it is. You write your test on your phone, which is great actually, because you don't have to go in the whole obstacle of writing stuff on paper, then losing your tests or taking time to check them by the doctor, which saves time, of course. So you just write your test, you open it, you log in, you write your test, and you get the answer immediately, whether it was right or wrong, on your phone. And there's no need for the teacher to or the doctor to check it, and it's very effective. It saves time, and it's interesting as well because it's the first time for us. Which is in simple words, I would like to thank the professor and the department here, everyone working here, for providing this initiation, and it's been a pleasure studying here. Thank you so much.
May I ask one more question? So, could you pay attention of the auditory about the possibility to have remote access and remote check-in, remote control? Because is it correct that it is possible to use this system when you are somewhere at home in your room and in your accommodation? So, is it possible, for example, to not to go to teach oncology, to wake up after you're sleeping and immediately try to test yourself? I'm sorry, but you understand what I mean.
Yes, yeah, that would be great. Actually, one doctor also in the Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology in the Hospital of Mechnikova, he did that. He uploaded the tests online, and we practiced, we wrote the tests actually at home. So this method in general is very effective, and it's it's
really modern.
Yeah, the modern way of doing
And free of
things.
charge.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you so much. Okay, I will just not use this thing. No, feel free. Okay. Well, so dear colleagues, finally. Okay, thank you. Finally, I think, and what I want to promise. Of course, I know this one. What I want to promise for you. So you are just now recorded. So let it be done. Today, so when we will finish your record, we have our technical group at the 6th floor. They create this video. You see this start and these signatures. So we are ready to do it immediately because I believe it is really modern technology to do media and to present it very quickly and shortly. That's why I will ask you and you, Mohammed. Please contact, what is your name?
Ahmed.
Ahmed. Please contact Ahmed with you, Ahmed, Mohammed, and all other. So please, and create this video, let's say today or tomorrow. I want they saw themselves at the screen. It will be very good for you. Okay? So you will do it. It is possible. It works. Everything it works. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm just finishing with you. So what I want to say more, and Mohammed, please ensure this possibility for our students. So last year, I believe you had visited 8th floor, where is our Department of Chemotherapy for the treatment of the patient.
Yeah,
many things were improved since that time, and much more patient. We increased 35% within that time. If we previously treat 200, now we treat 300 patients with different pathologies and so on. It is not possible for you to see all of them immediately and to speak with them, to check them immediately. But I want you to train yourself in your communication with patients. Especially, it is important that you are English learning mode of education. But you are physicians. You should find possibility to talk with even the patient who is absolutely don't know. You may face with the situation anywhere in your country. You meet the poor patient with the poor condition who do not understand your language. So you are experiencing Russian language. That's why I want you give them the possibility very shortly. But nevertheless, not only this technical innovation, but you are a physician and you should work with the patient. That's why today, is it possible, Mohammed?
Yes,
is
we
it
spoke
possible?
with Bondarenko
So
department.
please could you accompany them, because normally we have a lot of time for the student of 5 courses to speak, and they meet with the patient 5-6 times with different patients. Today it will be a little bit limited, but I want you remind the department, the patients, you are in oncology department and you should have possibility to shortly talk with them. We will present you this opportunity, and please do it shortly, because you know our patients normally come in at 8 o'clock and all procedures are doing very quickly, and normally after 2 p.m., 3 p.m. they are leaving the department. That's why you will have the chance if you will do it now. Maybe after that I recommend to have the break, because you will have a break after the end of the class, okay? But now use these chances for you. Well, so thank you so much. I will just leave you, and once again, it was great honor for me to meet you once again. So I know that this is Frederick. Now, Frederick, that's great honor for me, and Abraham, and Ahmed, and Mohammed, and Professor Igor Bondarenko, especially for you, especially for SciTV project. So we wish you, you just now graduated from the university, from the medical institute, really wish you to become experienced doctors. We have the best specialty in the world. It is a really novel specialty, but which require deep knowledges, and the knowledges are really increasing so quickly, you know. I believe that your future in medicine will be really very successful. Be experienced, be motivated, be educated, and everything will be absolutely okay with you. I will visit you 10 years later in Nigeria and African countries later on your invitation. Okay, so thank you so much. Thank you.